We got a virtual panel for Star Trek Universe during Comic-Con at Home 2020, where we got to learn more from the cast and crew of Star Trek Discovery, Star Trek Picard, and the upcoming Strange New Worlds and Lower Decks. And we even got a new series announcement. Here are the 18 most important things we learned from the Star Trek Universe panel. Let's start with the highly anticipated
Strange New
Worlds. The new series, based on the years Captain Christopher Pike led the U.S.S. Enterprise, features fan-favorite characters from Star Trek Discovery Season 2, Captain Christopher Pike, Number 1, and Science Officer Spock. According to executive producer Alex Kurtzman, Star Trek Strange New Worlds has started production with, quote, 10 stories broken. During the Discovery portion of the panel, the Strange New Worlds cast told us how their experience on Discovery has impacted their characters as they head into exploring Strange New Worlds. Ethan Peck, who plays Spock, said his sister Michael Burnham gives him the permission to be human.
As we follow along between the conflict between his emotion and logic, going forward into when we first see Leonard Nimoy in the original series, so it's a huge character point for me and will dictate a lot of behavior for Spock because of his interaction with Michael.
Anson Mount, who plays Captain Pike, said that the biggest thing for Pike is figuring out how to move forward with the knowledge of his character's tragic future.
I think he's probably going to wrestle with how he can best utilize the rest of his life for the good of the world, the universe.
And I think a lot of it is also surrendering to the unknown, together, working as a team.
Moving on to Star Trek Discovery Season 3, we got a few hints about character development from the cast. Star Sonequa Martin Green gave us some insight into main character Commander Michael Burnham and the hopes of the Discovery crew as they head into the unknown future. She explained that the crew decided to sacrifice everything for the future. There's the hope that the plan works, that they land where they're supposed to, and that they'll save the world. As for Burnham herself, Martin Green says she's hoping to continue her self-discovery and finding that perfect balance between all the forces that wage within her. Michelle Yeoh explained where her character Georgiou will be emotionally in Season 3, after her world has changed drastically not once but twice. Yeoh says Georgiou is really pissed off but always adapts as she has many skills.
I'm sure very quickly she'll find a way around, and power is something that's inherently that she has. She doesn't even seek it, she just has it.
Mary Wiseman, who plays Ensign Sylvia Tilly, gave further context for the scenario the Discovery crew is in.
We're also really on the edge of the unknown, so I think all of our ideas about what the future holds and who we are and who we want to be are going to be transformed.
And lastly, Star Trek Discovery Season 3 is apparently still on track to release in 2020 on CBS All Access. Next, we got a first look at the new series Star Trek Lower Decks launching on August 6th on CBS All Access and a Q&A with the voice cast. It's an animated dark comedy that takes place in 2380 in the Next Generation era. That's right after the events of Nemesis, but way before Star Trek Picard. As for the time period that was chosen, Mike McMahon, creator and EP of Lower Decks, said that TNG was the era that he feels most comfortable in. Also officially announced during the panel was a new show for kids on Nickelodeon. Star Trek Prodigy is being developed by the Hageman brothers, and it's a way for kids to get into Star Trek. The panel closed with a Q&A with the main cast and special guest stars from Star Trek Picard Season 1. As we already knew, Star Trek Picard Season 2 is happening, but there's still no set date on when we'll get it. Sir Patrick Stewart said returning to the Star Trek universe was challenging at first, as Picard's world has changed drastically. He described it as a very different, complex, profoundly troubled world, which might be appropriate for the times we're living in. Stewart said he spent the first half of the season getting to know his castmates, to which Marina Sirtis teased him about.
Learning their names, I think you mean to say, Patrick. It took you the first half of the season to learn their names.
Well, I learnt their first names. I still don't know most of
their second
names.
I know, but we allow for that because you're very old.
Star Trek Picard was actress Issa Briones' first US major TV role. Briones came from a theater background. In Season 1 of Picard, she had to play multiple roles, but did not know that she was auditioning for multiple roles. Jerry Ryan, who plays Seven of Nine, said it was fun to bring back a character she played so long ago, and that she is thrilled with the way they've developed Seven's character. Brent Spiner said that playing another role aside from Data was part of what encouraged him to do the show, and that he didn't expect to be revisiting the character again. Marina Sirtis, who plays Deanna Troi, said she didn't think she'd ever be back in space, and that she was just happy she didn't have to wear Troi's original costume again. Jonathan Frakes, who both directed episodes of Picard and guest starred as Will Riker, said he was nervous to play the role again alongside Stewart and Sirtis, since both of their acting muscles were strong while he felt rusty. Stewart spoke of the change in Picard's character since the TNG era and how he had evolved.
He was also not the same man. He was a disappointed, sad, guilty, angry possibly dangerous individual. So that was what absorbed me.
And finally, Spiner and Stewart were asked what it was like to have closure for Data and Picard. Spiner said that it was a different kind of closure from Nemesis and described it as a wonderful gift. Stewart said that it was meaningful to work with someone he's known for 35 years and discuss the aspects of living that apply to both of them, and learning from Data that his desire to be human had to include the knowledge and certainty that his life was terminal.
And it is the fact that it will end that makes living so important, and living well and properly and appropriately and for society as much as for yourself.
I can't wait for more Star Trek Discovery and Picard, and I'm looking forward to Strange New Worlds. What are you looking forward to most in the Star Trek universe? Let us know in the comments below. And be sure to subscribe to GameSpot Universe for more Star Trek videos. Live long and prosper.